for it.
Its dissenters are silenced, not praised.
Because, I mean, I've always sort of suspected that there was a God, even when I thought it was an atheist. You know, I didn't, just in case. But I believe it, so I mean, I am full of compassion, but you can still sort of dislike things. I just hate things less, sort of, I can't think of the word, strenuously than I did. I know, I haven't got as big a chip about it, because maybe I've escaped out of it a bit. I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. You know, and I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12 way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing, I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it. I mean, don't you agree?
I do.
It's insane, you know. It's not just a bit strange, it's just insane.
And that's the
And nobody knows, all these people in the street and that. Half the people watching this are going to be saying, oh, what's he saying, what's he saying? You know, that you are being run by people who are insane and you don't know.
But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want.
Joining us now is Josh Hammer, Senior Editor-at-Large at Newsweek. Josh, thank you for joining us. I want to talk to you about Doge. We are just seeing the ugliest attacks against Elon Musk, and it's amazing to see what people are actually protesting against. Today, Elon gave another example of what Doge has been finding, and that includes $330 million $330 million in SBA loans to children under 11, including a 9-month-old baby who received a $100,000 loan.
A clear case of fraud was with the Small Business Administration, where they were handing out loans, $330 million worth of loans to people under the age of 11. I think the youngest, Kelly, was a 9-month-old who got a $100,000 loan. That's a very precocious baby we're talking about here.
How dare Doge expose this? I suppose this is what the left want to see more of.
Yeah, I mean, just giving away money, you know, as if it's just like a piece of paper or a pencil or some sort of widget to give away. I mean, what could possibly go wrong here? I mean, on the one hand, it's really just darkly hilarious, isn't it? I mean, that this is the kind of thing that's been going on for God knows how long. I mean, who knows when these programs even started? Was it Joe Biden? Was it Barack Obama? Was it sometime even further in the past there? On the other hand, it really does underscore just how utterly inane and frankly perverse the dramatic, massive left-wing opposition to Elon Musk is.
Trump announcing that Boeing will build the Air Force's future fighter jet. It's being named the F-47. The Pentagon says the new jet will have superior stealth and penetration capabilities that are essential in a potential conflict with China.
The more technology, I'm sad to say, actually could potentially result in more warfare.
Next generation fighter jets.
The F-47 will be the most advanced, most capable, most lethal aircraft ever built.
The F-47 will replace the Air Force's F-22 Raptor and is designed to fight alongside drones. F-22 Raptor and is designed to fight alongside drones.
An experimental version of the plane has secretly been flying for almost 5 years, and we're confident that it massively overpowers the capabilities of any other nation.
The Air Force says it will be the most advanced, lethal, and adaptable fighter ever developed, designed to outpace, outmaneuver, and outmatch any adversary.
This F-47, just incredible stealth technology, weapon systems, and communication systems. So the fighter pilot is getting less and less out of the cockpit, and you're turning into more of a system monitor. But the technology is eye-watering. Based on the limited amount of information I know, this really is the next generation fighter. And the pilots are actually becoming less and less involved in the process. Some of the technology, you just sit there and watch these airplanes go to work. And to really creep people out, these airplanes are learning. They learn when a pilot looks at this or touches this switch, and they use that for future use. So the F-47 announcement today with the president and Boeing, probably going to be the end of manned aviation as we know it in the near future. Probably going to be the end of manned aviation as we know it in the near future.
It's a technology that's new, but it doesn't fly by itself. It flies with many drones, as many as we want, and that's something that no other plane can do.
A single laptop was all it took to control the fleet, with the system monitoring each drone's status in real time.
Also known as the next generation air dominance fighter, is likely to be the most important defense decision that he makes during his entire term. And I'll tell you why. Our entire way of waging war is involved with integrating the operations of all our service components. And that depends on control of the air, or what the military calls air superiority. And without that, we place our soldiers, sailor, airmen, Marines, and Guardians and their missions at risk. So no major military campaign can succeed without air superiority. Relative to your question on how the F-47 stacks up to the Chinese aircraft that have been unveiled recently, it's difficult to tell until they run up against one another. But I'm here to tell you, based on the designs, the technology, and the experience that the United States has, I can be pretty certain by telling you that the F-47 is the winner over what the Chinese have.
Thank you.